Let me try that again. Still having technical difficulties. It's only my second time using OBS, I think. Anyway, welcome to Dragon Riders Around the Watch. All right, D&D talk. Sorry about that. I am Doragon, Kishu, Paladin, and Dragon Rider. This is episode 2 of Around the Watch D&D talk. Basically, I just get online to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. I generally have a topic just so I have something to talk about. And but anybody comes into the chat, I'd love to talk to you. And yeah, so and hopefully my chat thing is working. It's sitting there. I guess it's working. Let me type in a greeting there. Oh. It wants me to log on. Okay, you guys you're doing this with me. So let's just do it. Definitely not aiming for perfection. Yeah, because I can't see I can see the chat on my phone, but okay. Logging in, see if my chat comes up. This is a total different thing. Let's see. Okay, it's MA. Security code. Thanks for bearing with me. And I can see if you talk in my phone, but I just want to have it up on the screen so I don't keep having to look up on my phone. Let's see if they send me that security code so that I can log on to. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, this should be good now. All right. So, my name is Doragon Kishu, Paladin and Dragon Rider. My real name is James. Yeah, so we'll just talk a little bit about D&D. Yeah, if you come into chat, I will talk to you about anything to do with D&D. That is the main reason that I'm online, is just to connect to people about Dungeons and Dragons. But I did ask in my Twitter when I was kind of letting people know that I had my first episode, which is on here, by the way, on this Twitch. You can check out the videos. Yep, first episode Around the Watch is on there. There's a little technical difficulties in that one too, but oh well. Yeah, so in my first episode of Around the Watch, I did talk about the books that I use when I'm campaigning, when I'm running campaigns as a dungeon master. But I had one of my friends who's actually in one of my groups, that I run. He suggested as an idea of something to talk about, the topic about people. He mentioned something about canon. Let's read exactly what he said to me. Let's see here. How do you feel about using resources from previous editions to stock your 5e current game? And then his follow-up tweet when I confirmed that he let's see. It seems so many people are hung up on the idea of what is or is not canon, and the topic may be relevant or current. Let's see. Personally, I like to use anything and everything regardless of edition, publisher, or even system. If I love it, I can make it fit. Yeah, so, by my first episode, I did talk about the books I used, and it did include older versions. For me personally, yeah, anything I can access that, maybe there are people out there that really stick to 5e published material, or stick to a certain thing, depending on what kind of game they're running. When I started D&D, I started with basic and then expert, and then kind of weaved in advanced. I know a lot of you guys know that. But with 5e, I definitely I learned the 5e rules, but I have definitely been blending in like deities and demigods, which is the let's see, I think I probably have it right here. It's one of the older books. Maybe I don't have it right here. There it is. Yeah, because I have a lot of gods in my campaign. The one that I've been running for a few years. This is different than one that my friend is in. But yeah, I believe that you should, as a dungeon master, you can do whatever you want. I mean, that's the reality of it. So I don't have any, but that's me. I realize some people might stick to certain things. I also think a lot of people, I know there's been a big explosion with Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know, in the last 5 years or so, and maybe a lot of it. And I think there are a lot of new players that probably have only used 5e. So I mean, D&D's been around so long that there's all kinds of, there may be people that only started playing the last couple of years, but blend in other things. For me, it's limitless. Whatever makes it interesting for you, for the dungeon master and for the players. So I use the old AD&D books. I also go on to the internet and get some Forgotten Realm. I've used Forgotten Realm because I do homebrew and I have my own material realm, but I also have a second material realm in my world, and that is Forgotten Realms. So the way it works is a lot of campaign happened on my homebrew, but they also, a lot of times they just go to Waterdeep to go shopping. The group that I've been running, well, it's actually one player, but I run a bunch of MPs. But they do a lot of the campaign has been political, and they don't do a lot of treasure hunting. I don't know if they've done any treasure hunting. Which, as a dungeon master, I then kind of make treasure a little more accessible to buy, because not everybody sells enchanted items, or maybe they just do +1 swords or some of the healing potions and things like that. I've made it a little more available, but I also made it expensive. And they also have made money with the political stuff. But I'm kind of going off topic a little bit, but just okay, because really I just want to talk about D&D. The topic is there for to kind of add a little bit of something in case I'm just like no one to talk to, and But so me personally, I think you should use whatever you want. I use whatever I want. I just mainly use like, for instance, I use the Monsters Manual. I've been running this one-person campaign for a few years, like I've mentioned before, and I've been using. I really needed some more monsters, and I did publish a module in 2019. I used a little monsters from there. I mentioned last episode, and I also just got Tomb of Beasts from Kobold Press, and like I said, I'm starting to use some of the Cawwood stuff. And like I said last time too, I'm creating a whole new campaign or a whole new realm rather, that I'm hoping to use on Twitch, but I'm also using it off Twitch just to kind of, because it's not fully built yet. Yeah, so kind of to begin and end that subject, I really do feel that as a dungeon master you should use whatever you want. And you can go on and on about a lot of things, but I'm not one of these people. But I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm a free spirit, but I'm definitely not. I'm very open to, and then whatever comes together and works, that's how I do it. So yeah, thanks for the suggestion, Tim. That was a good thing. And of course, anybody that watches this is out there right now. Let's see if there's anybody in chat. Let's see. Oh, nobody there. That's all right. This video will be in the video thing. I'm not sure if you can comment after. I'm just getting familiar with Twitch a little bit. But either way, this video will also be on YouTube. I'm going to be. I already uploaded episode 1 onto my YouTube, and I believe the links are down below for that stuff. For my, at least for my Instagram, or my may have my YouTube on there too. I'll have to make sure that's there as well. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting this stream going. The main thing, well, not the main thing, but yeah, kind of the main thing is that I want to do some online play, because I like being online. I've played some chess with my girlfriend on here and stuff like that, and we've been running her campaign for 3 years. She's about to turn level 27, and it's hard we don't want to bring that online, but we do. She did suggest that we should maybe start a whole new campaign at some point. The way we're going to maybe do it, and is that I'm going to be a dungeon master for her, a new character. She'll probably will come on here. We'll do session 0. She'll create her character. But there's also a chance that she'll run a one-person thing for me at this point too. I don't know about group ones. I don't know if anything about that. I'm not like trying to build up a group to come on here yet. Maybe we'll do that at some point. But to start off, I'm trying to figure out. It might just run my girlfriend on a single-person one, and she might run me on one, and that's may or may not be interesting to people. But I don't see it very often, so maybe it will be something a little different for people. Other than that, yeah, I just appreciate you checking out episode 2 around the watch. And like I said, my Instagram should be down below, and you can follow me. You can reach out if you have any suggestions of things I might talk about. Like I said, it's mainly just to talk about D&D in general. But if topics come up, I'll probably cover it a little bit and maybe blend it. And then if anybody's online at the time, then I will talk to them about that. But yeah, I think I'll close this up, and I appreciate you checking out Dragon Riders Around the Watch D&D Talk. I'm Doragon Kishu. Just kind of making this up as I go, right? But yeah, I appreciate you checking out episode 2, though.